Good morning, America. For our viewers in the West, severe weather slamming parts of the nation, another big TSA announcement, and backstage with some of the best athletes in the world.
I'm not one of them.
Breaking overnight, deadly lightning strike.
One unconscious, but breathing.
One person killed, more than a dozen injured, including 8 children. We're live on the scene. This as severe storms slam the Midwest, tornadoes touching down, flooding in Detroit, and this morning, the tropical threat in the Gulf. Millions in the path. Plus, dangerous heat from the south to the northeast. Ginger is tracking it all.
Breaking overnight, the new report in the deadly Air India crash. Did the captain shut off the fuel switches on purpose? And what happened in the cockpit?
President Trump blasts his supporters for focusing on the Epstein files.
They're stupid people.
The firestorm grows. What's next? What will the Justice Department do?
Security breach at the world's busiest airport, the new body cam. Officers at Atlanta's airport arresting this man.
I see a gentleman, he was out here using wire cutters and cut the fence. He's inside the airfield now.
How they took him down.
The first witness is taking the stand in the trial of the Colorado dentist accused of fatally poisoning his wife and the mother of their 6 children. What a former office manager testified was in a package that he had sent to the office.
Brazen kidnapping attempt. A woman dragged from the store where she works after police say the man robbed the place. What they say she did right to escape.
All-Star Game robbery. The Major League player whose home was broken into while he was on the diamond.
New TSA rules for liquids, for shoes, and now, could we soon be saying goodbye to another rule to get through airport security?
Game changer? Roblox rolling out new technology using AI. How it could help protect the millions of teens who use the popular gaming platform only on GMA.
Overnight,
Simone Biles!
the GOAT, taking home 2 ESPY awards. MVP and NBA champion SGA with another big win.
Alona Mar!
Plus, the Olympians' message for young women.
Strong is beautiful, strong's powerful.
And the Eagles leaping over the competition.
I'm going to say it again. Go Birds, baby. Come on.
We're backstage with the winners, all the action and emotional moments. As they say,
Good morning, America!
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America. It's GMA.
Live from ABC News headquarters in New York City, it's Thursday. Good morning, America.
thank you to all, especially Billie Jean
Yeah,
King.
a lot of heroes there.
Yeah, what a night at the ESPYs. Will Weave is going to bring that to us later. And this morning, our 50 States in 50 Weeks tour is making its latest stop in New Jersey. Rebecca is showing us how the Garden State got its name.
Yeah, New Jersey's beautiful, by the way. And also this morning, Will Reeve is live from the happiest place on earth. Disneyland opened its doors 70 years ago to the day. And we sat down with Disney CEO Bob Iger to talk about the past and the future of the park.
Will is working day and night.
He really is.
We're going to begin with severe weather across the country. Large tornadoes in Wisconsin. Ginger standing by, tracking it all, including the tropical rainstorm hitting Louisiana. First, Morgan Norwood is on the scene of that deadly lightning strike. Good morning, Morgan.
Good morning to you, George. That lightning strike hitting this archery camp, and it struck the ground, but it was so powerful that it not only killed a beloved instructor, but injured more than a dozen others. The youngest victim, just 7 years old.
One unconscious, but breathing. One CPR in progress.
This morning, one man is dead and more than a dozen others injured, including 8 children, after they were struck by lightning at a New Jersey archery camp.
There was no thunder. There was nothing. It was just like the finger of God came down and pow.
You can see where the bolt hit the tree.
Can you just start sending me more rigs?
The strike killing 61-year-old instructor Robert Montgomery.
It was insanely loud, and the earth exploded, and there was dirt flying everywhere.
This is the 12th lightning fatality just this year, and the second death in New Jersey from lightning this week. A 28-year-old man died after getting struck on a golf course Sunday.
I got a tornado right in front of me.
And millions on alert overnight for a tornado threat targeting the heartland.
Oh my God.
Multiple large tornadoes touching down in Wisconsin.
It's actually coming down.
And overnight, entire streets flooded in Kansas City, the area under a considerable flash flood warning this morning. Meanwhile, in Arizona, those fires that burned the historic Grand Canyon Lodge and dozens of other structures still raging. And back to that lightning strike, it is important to remember that lightning can hit even if that storm seems far away, even if the skies are blue overhead. Bottom line, Robin, if you can hear that thunder, you are at risk of being struck by lightning.
Yeah,
Robin?
Ginger's always telling us that. Thank you so much, Morgan. Now, let's bring in Ginger now. First,
Yes.
the flood watches.
Yes.
You got an eye on?
Happening this morning. We saw considerable flash flooding happening around Kansas City. The police in Shawnee, Kansas are saying don't travel if you don't have to. The rain came through 4 to 7+ inches, and it's still raining this morning. So those flash flood alerts are up. We are going to see that expand to the east. So Kentucky, I want you on alert. Southern Illinois into West Virginia. We could see 2-inch per hour rainfall rates. This is the part up here, but we got to go down to the Gulf Coast because Biloxi, Mississippi, we see it as kind of wet there, and we're going to see more where that came from. We've got a flood watch for up to 8 inches for coastal Mississippi, but it's Lafayette to Morgan City, Louisiana, where we could see up to 15 inches of rain. This is going to mostly happen today through tomorrow, but we've got this flood watch all the way through Friday night and early Saturday. This is the time to prepare and say, okay, do I have to travel? Do I have to be out? And if a flash flood warning is issued, best thing is to not get in the car unless you've been asked to evacuate.
Yeah, you know what? Don't drown, turn around.
That's right.
Looks like it too. All right, Ginger, thank you for that. I'm going to turn now to the latest on the investigation to last month's deadly crash of an Air India jet. There's a new report, and investigators are focusing on the flight's captain. Our chief international correspondent, James Longman, has the details for us. Good morning, James.
Yeah, good morning, Michael. These are potentially explosive claims about that Air India crash. The Wall Street Journal reports multiple US officials say the captain deliberately turned off the fuel switches seconds before the plane came down. In the black box recording of their conversation, the first officer is heard asking the captain why he turned both the switches to the cutoff position. The captain then responds denying that he turned them off. And this detail is especially chilling. The Wall Street Journal says the first officer panicked while the captain seemed to remain calm. The report says the fuel line was turned back on 10 seconds later, but by then it was too late and the plane crashed, killing 260 people. The captain was 56-year-old Sumit Sabharwal. He was a veteran with over 8,000 hours of flying experience. His first officer was 32-year-old Clive Kunda. He had over 3,000 hours, and he would have had his hands full pulling back the controls on the Dreamliner as it took off, while the captain would have had his hands free because he was overseeing the whole operation. Now, the CEO of Air India has said no one should be jumping to any conclusions. This is going to be a long investigation. George.
Okay, James, thanks very much. We're going to get the latest now on President Trump lashing out at his own supporters, calling them stupid and foolish for demanding that Trump's Justice Department release the Epstein files, also floating the prospect of firing Fed Chair Jerome Powell. Senior political correspondent Rachel Scott has the story. Good morning, Rachel.
George, good morning to you. And this has been a highly unusual position for President Trump. He usually has a tight grip on his party, but now he's growing increasingly frustrated at his own supporters who won't move on. This morning, President Trump snapping at his own supporters who have criticized his administration's handling of the investigation into convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein.
They're stupid people.
As Republicans press the Justice Department to release additional files, the president calling it all a hoax. Writing on social media, my past supporters have bought in, hook, line, and sinker, saying let these weaklings continue forward because I don't want their support anymore.
It's not the Attorney General, no, I know it's a hoax.
But for years, it was Trump and some of his closest allies, including his FBI director, Kash Patel, and his deputy, Dan Bongino, who pushed conspiracy theories about Epstein and his alleged client list. Even his own vice president saying this in 2024.
Seriously, we need to release the Epstein list.
And the president's son last summer.
How is it that my father can be convicted of 34 crimes, but no one on Epstein's list has even been brought to light?
DOJ and the FBI say their investigation concluded that the list didn't exist and confirmed Epstein died by suicide in 2019. But that hasn't stopped the calls for transparency.
My view is make public everything you can make public.
The Epstein files need to be released.
Charlie Kirk, an influential Republican voice, trying to explain to Trump why Republicans want answers.
People are very, very confused and some people are very disappointed and mad. You need to help them out a little bit. Explain what is going on.
As the outrage grows, the president eager to move on, taking his frustration to the Federal Reserve, blasting Fed Chair Jerome Powell for not lowering interest rates as inflation rises.
I think he does a terrible job.
The president polling Republicans who visited the Oval Office Tuesday night about if they believe Powell should be fired. Trump saying he won't do it, at least not yet.
Completely ruling out the idea of firing Jerome Powell.
I don't rule out anything.
And despite his repeated attacks on Powell, the president said right now it's highly unlikely that he fires him. Even if he did, this would face serious legal challenges, and many experts say the president does not have the standing, George.
On the issue of firing, some interesting timing. The Justice Department is firing one of the prosecutors who prosecuted Jeffrey Epstein's associate, Ghislaine Maxwell.
Exactly, George. We are learning this morning from sources that the Justice Department has, in fact, fired Maureen Comey, who most recently, as a federal prosecutor, led the case against Sean Diddy Combs. Of course, she also was involved in working on criminal cases involving Jeffrey Epstein, Ghislaine Maxwell. Sources tell us that the president had privately vented about Comey working on these different cases and within the Justice Department. And of course, Comey is the daughter of the former FBI director, James Comey, George.
Right. In action in the Senate overnight, they approved President Trump's cuts for public broadcasting and foreign aid.
Yeah, George, this is a package that narrowly passed the Senate, and it was a package that was requested by the Trump administration to claw back money for public broadcasting, as well as about $8 billion in foreign aid. You had two Republican senators that voted against this, Senators Lisa Murkowski and also Susan Collins. This now heads over to the House, George.
Rachel Scott, thanks very much. Robin?
And George, now we move on to new body cam video from the security breach at the world's busiest airport last week. Senior national correspondent Steve Osunsami is on the scene there in Atlanta for us. Good morning, Steve.
Good morning to you, Robin. Police aren't sharing why they think this man broke onto the airfield here in Atlanta. When this happened, fire stations across the airport were put on lockdown. Flights were delayed while police scrambled to find this alleged intruder.
Atlanta police are sharing this morning the body camera video showing the moment when they arrested a man who they say used bolt cutters to make it onto a runway at the world's busiest airport.
Got him. Come on, get up. Get up.
Police say the man cut a hole through the perimeter fence at Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport in Atlanta on July 9th and then walked onto the airfield. A worried eyewitness called 911.
I see a gentleman, he was out here using wire cutters and cut the fence. He's inside the airfield now.
That call led to a search of the grounds with police dogs who quickly found the hole in the fence, but no sign of the suspect. It was the sharp eye of an airport maintenance worker who led police to the suspect, spotting him lying on the grass near a runway, holding a metal spike. Police say he had bolt cutters, wire cutters, and pliers. They're identifying him as 35-year-old Kevin Peters, saying he initially gave officers a fake name, but they learned his true identity through his fingerprints.
Peters is now facing multiple charges, including criminal trespass. He has yet to enter a plea. Michael?
All right, thank you so much for that. We're going to turn now to the ESPY Awards overnight. Will Reed was there for all the big moments and the big stars. Well, they all joined him backstage. Good morning, Will. Looking good.
Good morning, Michael. It was the annual summer tradition. All the stars from sports and entertainment descending on Hollywood to celebrate the year in sports and the heroes making an impact. It was a night of laughter and of tears and the GOAT.
Overnight, the biggest names in sports converging on one stage at the 2025 ESPYs.
I'm so excited to be here in front of so many amazing athletes.
The show hosted by comedian Shane Gillis, who took plenty of jabs at the star-studded crowd.
Sugar Ray, you're the man, but in 10 years, Jake Paul is going to try to knock you out, so take it easy.
That crowd, including 7-time Olympic gold medalist Simone Biles.
And the ESPY goes to Simone Biles,
who took home 2 ESPYs last night for Best Championship Performance and Best Female Athlete.
It was very unexpected tonight because the athletes in this room are absolutely phenomenal and they're raising the bar each and every year.
NBA MVP and champion Shai Gilgeous-Alexander winning Best Male Athlete.
I want to thank the Thunder organization for allowing me to be me.
be a basketball player and make my dreams come true.
The Philadelphia Eagles winning Best Team.
Thank you to all our fans. And I've got to say it again. Go Birds, baby. Come on.
And all night, women's sports were firmly in the spotlight.
Ilona Maher.
Rugby star Ilona Maher taking home the award for Breakthrough Athlete.
My message stays the same. Strong is beautiful, strong's powerful. It's sexy, it's whatever you want it to be, and I hope more girls can feel how I feel.
WNBA legend Diana Taurasi and retired Olympic gold medalist and World Cup soccer champion Alex Morgan both honored with the Icon Award.
We did it our way. No shortcuts, no apologies, and no regrets.
Every year, the ESPYs are an emotional celebration of sports heroes off the field. Cancer survivor and Penn State women's volleyball coach Katie Schumacher-Cawley honored with the Jimmy V Award for perseverance.
Cancer changed my life, but it didn't take it. It didn't take my belief, it didn't take my spirit, and it didn't take my team.
And Los Angeles first responders who risked their lives fighting the wildfires that devastated the city, receiving the Pat Tillman Award for service.
We have this saying for this succession of responsibility in the fire service, and it gives me great honor to speak it to Pat Tillman tonight. Rest easy, brother. We'll take it from here.
The ESPYs, once again, a great night. They're always a celebration of sports and the impact that they can have in our culture. And a special shout out to Oscar Robertson, the NBA legend. He won the Arthur Ashe Award for Courage. In his speech, he said he follows in the footsteps of those who have won that award before him. That means you, Robin Robertson.
Yeah, that's very nice. That's nice. But I'm very honored. And the big O is deserving. Thank you, Will. Thank you so much.
And coming up, Matt Gutman joins us with the latest on the dentist murder trial. Hey, Matt.
Hey, George. Denver dentist James Craig is accused of poisoning his wife's protein shakes with cyanide, and in explosive testimony, the shocking discovery the office manager made when a package marked personal was sent to him at the dental clinic. That's coming up.
All right, Matt, and the attempted abduction caught on camera. But the Florida sheriff said that this woman did right to help her escape.
And we're counting down to the college football season with Notre Dame coach Marcus Freeman. There he is, who led the Fighting Irish to the championship game. Well, he's going to tell us what we can expect from the new season. And Sam, we're also remembering a legend this morning.
Yeah, I'm a little nostalgic this morning, I got to tell you, because we are going to celebrate the life of a trailblazing singer of the 50s and 60s whose 1962 hit song had just made a huge comeback.
Sam, you know everything. You knew that today was World Emoji Day, didn't you?
I did, because it's on the little calendar symbol. If you look at it, it has the date on it, today's date. But thumbs up, smiley face, and yes, there's a shrimp emoji. Yeah, sure. Hearts, too. Hearts.
Back here on GMA, when you think New Jersey, you think Bon Jovi. And this morning, our studio is rocking. You should see our stage operator. Air guitar.
It's a really good air guitar.
Very good. Way to go, B-Rad. And some props to Keisha, too. She was rocking out.
Yeah.
But blueberries, and you know blueberries. We're live at a family-owned farm in the Garden State for our 50 States in 50 Weeks event, and that is coming up.
We're looking forward to that. First new at 7:30, more tension in the Middle East. Overnight, 2 people were killed in an Israeli strike on Gaza's only Catholic church. Israel also launched strikes against Syria yesterday, hitting the Syrian Defense Ministry in Damascus and other targets. Israel says it intervened to protect members of the Druze minority coming under attack. Hours later, Syrian government officials and Druze leaders announced a ceasefire. A previous one did not hold. Also, the era of buying travel-sized toiletries and tossing your drinks before flying could soon be over. Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem says the next big announcement could be a plan to increase the size of liquid containers that passengers are allowed to bring on board flights in the U.S. The potential change to get through airport security comes on the heels of TSA losing its shoes-off policy. Also breaking news overnight, authorities in Scottsdale are investigating a robbery at the home of Major League Baseball All-Star Ketel Marte. The break-in occurred while he was playing at the MLB All-Star Game in Atlanta, Georgia.
And this morning, guys, we're remembering the life of the trailblazing Pretty Little Baby singer Connie Francis, who passed away overnight. I submit that we might not be enjoying Taylor Swift or Beyonce if it wasn't for Connie Francis, the first woman in history to have a #1 on the Billboard Top 100 and the first woman to have 3 #1 hits on that chart. Somebody's Fool, we were just celebrating Connie Francis's, all those amazing songs, Stupid Cupid. We were just celebrating her legacy. In 1962, Pretty Little Baby came out, and it made a comeback on TikTok. That song has been featured tens of millions of videos in just 2025 alone. Connie reacted to her song going viral, saying, "To think that a song that I recorded in 63 years ago is captivating new generations of audiences is truly overwhelming for me." Connie Francis was 87 years old.
So glad she got to experience that last
me
moment.
too.
They sold hundreds of millions of albums.
Yeah.
Before anybody,
Yeah.
there wasn't a female pop star on the #1 charts before her.
And then we're talking about the 1960s.
Right.
Wow, because you can only imagine what she went through.
Right, 50s and 60s, her time.
What a legacy. All right, thank you for that, Sam. Going to turn now to the Colorado dentist accused of fatally poisoning his wife. The first witnesses taking the stand as prosecutors argue that he was leading a double life. Chief National Correspondent Matt Gutman has the latest. Good morning, Matt.
Hey, good morning, Michael. The prosecution began making the case for that double, maybe even triple life by calling the manager of Dr. James Craig's dental office, who saw him tinkering on a work computer late at night, allegedly researching poisons. And she was also the one who found that he had sent a package to himself at the office containing cyanide, one of the poisons James Craig is accused of using in the protein shakes he allegedly used to murder his wife. This morning, the stunning testimony of Caitlin Romero, a former office manager at the Summerbrook Dental Group where James Craig practiced dentistry, as seen in this promotional video. And on the stand, she told prosecutors that Craig apologized for being late that morning, March 6, 2023, saying his wife Angela, the mother of the couple's 6 children, had suddenly fallen ill after they worked out together. Romero saying Craig mentioned that he made a protein shake for her and that maybe he added too much protein, more than she was used to. Later that day, Craig left work to take his wife to urgent care. But authorities say it wasn't just protein in that shake, but lethal doses of poison. According to Romero's testimony, the dentist twice texted her that Angela wouldn't make it through the night. During that same period, Craig allegedly told Romero there would be a personal package coming to the office and asked her to put it on his desk and not open it. But when the package did arrive, she says it contained biohazard stickers, and when she looked at the invoice, she was surprised to learn the package contained potassium cyanide. On March 13th, Angela was readmitted to the hospital, and that's when prosecutors maintained that Craig gave his wife the fatal dose of cyanide. On cross-examination, Romero had admitted that she had engaged in an emotional relationship with Craig. Craig was also in a relationship with Karen Kane. She told me that Craig led her to believe that he'd separated from Angela and was in the process of getting a divorce.
I didn't willingly have a relationship with somebody who was in a marriage.
Karen Kane telling me that she had absolutely no knowledge of Craig's plans and doesn't believe that she was the motivation for the alleged murder. Also on the stand was Dr. Michelle Redfern. She's the wife of Craig's business partner. And while Angela was in the hospital, Dr. Redfern learned about the cyanide James Craig sent to the clinic and confronted him about it. He told her he bought the cyanide for Angela, who he said was suicidal. The family has repeated that Angela was never suicidal. George.
Okay, Matt, thanks very much. We're going to turn now to the attempted abduction caught on camera in Florida. Police say the victim did everything right to fight off her attacker. Chief Investigative Correspondent Aaron Katursky here with the story. Good morning, Aaron.
Good morning to you, George. Police say stealing from a Florida smoke shop wasn't enough. As you'll see, and it can be a little difficult to watch, the alleged thief then tried to kidnap a store employee who managed to get away, and she's fine. Police said she did everything right. These are the anguished cries of a woman dragged from the store where she works by a man who police said had just robbed the place. Police say the woman did everything right by yelling as the man tried to force her into his truck, and she did not go willingly, struggling the whole time. It happened in St. Augustine, Florida, where the sheriff's office said Theodore Tundador robbed the smoke shop before forcibly removing the employee, pulling her outside and pushing her into the vehicle. Someone who heard her screams called 911. The woman was able to get away. The suspect abandoned the attempted kidnapping and fled. He was stopped for erratic driving a short time later and arrested on kidnapping, robbery, and other charges. The arrest report said Tundador confessed, allegedly telling sheriff's deputies, "I took her and the weed at the same time." Now, the St. Johns County Sheriff's Office in Florida said the victim in this situation did everything right. Scream, yell, fight, attract attention. That's exactly what this woman did to prevent herself from becoming a victim.
Wow. Good for her. Yeah. I'm glad she's okay.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Thank you so much for that. Now, with 5 weeks into the opening of the new college football season, all teams have high hopes this year, of course, but perhaps none higher than Notre Dame, which came so close to the national championship last season. And joining us now is the head coach of the Fighting Irish, Marcus Freeman. Coach, good to see you, man. Thank you for being here. Yeah, you know, I think we have a lot of Notre Dame fans here. I have a lot of Notre Dame friends. Last year, you led your team to the national championship game. Didn't end the way that you wanted it to end, but I know you're going to come back strong this year. So what are you doing to prepare to get over that hurdle? And who do you think is the biggest competition this year for your Fighting Irish?
Well, I think your mindset is always preparing for the first one, right? Trying to go 1-0. You know, as a player, you can't worry about the last one. You got to take care of the one in front of you. But I think probably our biggest competition is going to be ourselves. Right? At the end of the day, it's the ability to reach your full potential as a football program, and that is a challenge within yourself. And the guys are working tirelessly. They're going to have a couple days off here, and then they'll come back and it's fall camp time.
And come back and get ready to go. And you won Coach of the Year last year. Congratulations. Of course, you're at the top of the list again for this season. What do you owe your success to?
The people you work with, the players. At the end of the day, I often tell our whole program that with success comes individual glory, right? And unfortunately, as the head coach, you have success, you earn Coach of the Year and those things, but it's a reflection of team glory. It's a reflection of the players, the people in our program pouring everything they have into having success.
True teamwork. And we both grew up military families. How has that shaped you as a role model, as a coach, as a man?
Well, I think about growing up, and my father instilled in me routine, right? Routine, getting up early, discipline, toughness, work ethic, and those are things that, as a father and as a coach and a grown-up, that I instill in myself, but also into my children, right? Is that routine and the hard work and those type of things that being a military child, you learn at an early age.
Yeah, you do. We felt like we had the same dad. They put the same training in both of us. And you mentioned you do this with your family. And speaking of family, you and your wife have, I'm going to say, half a dozen kids. For those with math problems, that's 6.
That sounds like more than 6. Half a dozen.
Half a dozen sounds like more than 6. It really does. How do you handle the demands of fatherhood on top of the demands of being a head coach at such a big university?
We talk, it's a partnership, it's a blend. For me to be here right now and she's at home with the 6 kids and taking care of the things back in South Bend, but we make it work, right? It's a partnership. I try to blend my home life with my work life as much as I can. That means if my wife can bring 1 or 6 kids into the office and they can be around our players and for me to get a chance to see them, it's important. And so, it's a sacrifice. I wouldn't be able to be here if she didn't take care of the things outside of being a head coach at Notre Dame. And so I'm forever grateful for this.
So you got teamwork going on at home as well. And I have this question I have to ask for my Notre Dame alum and good friends Jimmy Dunn and Justin Tuck. Okay, what's your prediction for Notre Dame this season?
I'm going to say the coach's answer, 1-0. We got to go 1-0. And I think everybody sits at home and aspires and dreams about, winning every single game you play. But that's wasting time, right? And instead of dreaming about winning every game you play, you better put the work in it takes to win the first one you got ahead of you. And so Jimmy and Justin will understand that concept.
Yes,
so,
they do.
That's it, man.
We appreciate you.
Thank you.
Coach, thank you so much for being here. Good luck this season. Notre Dame kicks off the college football season right here on ABC, taking on Miami on August 31st at 7:30 Eastern. Make sure you check it out. Coach, thank you again. Robin, over to you.
All right, now Sam and I also had military dads, so we could really relate to what you were saying.
Really in there. Did you ever read The Great Santini?
Oh,
okay.
Now with our play of the day, or should I say play button emoji, sunshine emoji, because Sam is here. You're going to celebrate World Emoji Day?
Robin.
Thank you very much.
Yes, and to all who celebrate, a big smiley face to you on Emoji Day. So guys, I'm feeling like the clapping hands emoji, the praise hands emoji, and the heart eyes emoji all at one time this morning. World Emoji Day has actually been celebrated for more than a decade now, if you went back to look, because look right there, Michael, look right there, there it is.
Calendar.
The calendar date is July 17th, so World Emoji Day it is. It turns out that there's scientific research proving that using an emojis is a mental thumbs up. A recent study shows that people who add emojis to text are perceived, maybe not real, but perceived as more responsive. Because science says using emojis increases feelings of closeness and likability between texters. With more people than ever communicating online, emojis have been shown to add tone and personality to our conversations. I mean, Michael, do you use them?
Absolutely, because I like to be close with the people I'm texting.
Robin, do you use them?
I do use them, yeah.
George, I thought no, but you said yes.
Do you?
Oh, I may overdose.
I may
overdose. All right, so here's a test on one common saying that is written in emoji language. I want to see if you can guess it. And my first guess was time for a party flight, but I think that's not it.
Wake up, fly to a party.
That's what I thought, Michael. That's what I thought.
Time flies.
Flies.
When you're having fun.
When you're having fun. Very good. All right. Very good. Did you get it?
I didn't get it until she started it.
Well,
very good. Teamwork is the dream work. All right, we got to go.
Time to catch a flight, going to a party.
I was with you, though.
I'm with you. Let's get on a flight, go to a party, Sam. Let's go.
Good morning, America. It's 8 a.m. Overnight, a lightning strike killing one person and injuring more than a dozen, including 8 children. As severe storms slam the Midwest, at least 6 tornadoes reported overnight, and flooding in Detroit. This morning, the tropical rainstorm hitting Louisiana. Plus, more than 70 million on alert for dangerous heat. Ginger is tracking it all.
Backstage with the best of the best. The superstar athletes taking home ESPYs from icons.
I thought that was really cool and special than going up there alone.
To the GOAT.
I'd rather do a million beam routines in a row.
Olympian Ilona Maher celebrating her breakthrough year.
I think that's the best is when girls come up to me and say, like, I've changed them.
And the Eagles flying away with Team of the Year.
Celebrating 70 years of Disneyland.
Open the Fantasyland Castle!
On the park's 70th anniversary, we're one-on-one with Walt Disney Company CEO Bob Iger.
They don't call it the happiest place on earth for no reason.
What he says about honoring Walt Disney's vision, how they'll be celebrating this milestone all year long, and his favorite attraction in the park.
And our tour of 50 states in 50 weeks was born to run to the Garden State.
Here in Hampton, we grow the best blueberries, man!
Taking you to the blueberry capital of the world in New Jersey and showing you why this state rocks. As we say,
Good morning, America!
Live from ABC News headquarters in New York City, it's Thursday. Good morning, America.
Good morning, America, and good morning, New Jersey. That's right, Rebecca's in the Garden State with quite a crew for our 50 states in 50 weeks. We'll be hitting Jersey highlights from blueberries to Old Blue Eyes.
All right, and just ahead, a GMA exclusive about Roblox. That's the gaming platform revealing new tech, it says, will help keep kids safe online and how it could change the industry.
First, look at the top stories breaking at 8. We start with severe weather across the country. Tornadoes in the Midwest, tropical rainstorm hitting Louisiana. Ginger is tracking it all, including that deadly lightning strike, Ginger.
Yes, George, in New Jersey, we had a 61-year-old man killed. That is the 12th lightning fatality of the year so far, but there were more than a dozen people injured, including 8 children. We wanted to go back on the radar and show you because somebody there said, well, it wasn't raining. Reminder that storms can strike Within 25 miles, lightning can strike within 25 miles of the actual heart of the storm. And you can see how a lot of that lightning yesterday was displaced to the west of that cell. This morning, we've seen a lot of lightning, a lot of action in the skies over Kansas City. And that's where flash flood warnings have happened. They've been considerable, life-threatening in some of those warnings. But we will see more of that with the 2-inch-per-hour rainfall rates possible through eastern Kentucky, southern Ohio, West Virginia, and into West Virginia, North Carolina. So we're going to be watching that through the day. But also, we're watching the Gulf Coast. Flood watch for New Orleans. They could see up to 8 inches of rain with that tropical rain that's coming through. The heaviest will fall west of them. That's where it's kind of displaced from Lafayette through Morgan City. Up to 15 inches possible. The heaviest will be tonight through tomorrow, Robin, or today through tomorrow.
All right, Ginger, thank you for keeping an eye on it. Now we have a GMA exclusive. Roblox unveiling new technology to verify the age of the millions of teens who use the gaming platform. Becky Worley brings us a story which is so important for parents trying to keep their kids safe online. Good morning, Becky.
Robin, good morning. Right now, if your kid wants to sign up for a gaming or social media platform, they can lie about their age and in most instances get full access. And parents worry these apps could put their young kids in danger. Well, Roblox today unveiling new technology to protect the youngest kids online using facial recognition and AI to figure out a child's real age.
On the Roblox platform, chats and interaction are the name of the game. So this morning, Roblox rolling out what they're calling age estimation in order for teens to access more unfiltered private messaging and voice chats so they can chat more freely and know that the friends they make online are the age they say they are. The innovation? Players will use a selfie technology so the company's AI systems can analyze their facial features to try to determine if they're over the age of 13.
Obviously, we can't estimate someone's age perfectly, but we can get really close.
I give it a try.
Ready to take a selfie? Let's do it. Turn left, turn right. I know this is going to come as a surprise, but it actually says I'm not under 13 years old.
While this will give parents a little more peace of mind, it could also have ripple effects across the tech industry, an industry that's been grilled for not protecting kids.
What you're telling me is we have all of the information we already need to help protect our children when it comes to age verification. We just have companies that are unwilling to do the hard thing that would be the best thing for our kids.
If this age estimation takes off, it's going to be hard for those social media platforms to say, well, we can't age verify kids, so how are we supposed to keep them off our platform? Do you see this technology really broadening across different platforms and being something that has a standard that could be used in other places? I
would say for Roblox, given this 20-year history of building safety and civility into everything we do, we typically don't wait for legislation. I mean, we do what we think is right for the company.
Age estimation is optional. It's only needed if players want the unfiltered chat options. The company says it does not store selfie video. And I just want to underscore, this technology is going to put pressure on other companies to do a better job age verifying kids. So many of the platforms say they're made for users 13 and over, but they say they can't do anything about making sure these policies are followed. Well, this new age estimator could have a ripple effect all across the internet, Michael.
Yeah, I think going to take away a lot of excuses by a lot of companies there, Becky. Thank you. Appreciate it. It's all about protecting the kids. We're going to turn now to former President Obama and former First Lady Michelle Obama. You may have seen some headlines about their marriage. Well, they set the record straight together. Take a look.
There hasn't been one moment in our marriage where I thought about quitting my man. And we've had some really hard times, but we have had a lot of fun times, a lot of adventures, and I have become a better person because of the man I'm married to.
Okay, don't make me cry now. Right at the beginning of the show.
You see there the former president joining his wife and brother-in-law, Craig Robinson, on their podcast. The former president has often said Michelle has made him stronger.
Yeah, so happy that they've said this. I don't know about you, but I've been asked so many times if the rumors were true. So I'm glad that they set the record.
As if you're an expert on it.
I know, exactly.
You really want to say, well, it's none of your business.
Exactly.
Whatever, let them live their lives.
Business, but they set the record straight.
Yes.
All right, coming up, GMA Morning Menu will read takes us backstage at the Oscars of Sports, the ESPYs.
All said, we're celebrating the 70th anniversary of the happiest place on earth, Disneyland. Well, we've also sat down with Walt Disney Company CEO Bob Iger, and he tells us what his favorite attraction is at the park.
Plus, Tori Johnson is here with deals and steals to beat the heat outside and inside, all at least 50% off. And Sam, you with some special guests, huh?
Oh, I'm with the stars, Michael. Michael, I know what you did last summer, and everybody's about to know what these guys did last summer. Welcome, Freddie Prinze Jr. It's nice to see you again. So Jonah Hauer-King is here. Tyreek Withers is here. We're going to talk about the movie. We're also going to talk about, I think, other movies of yours that might kind of need to come back. Okay. Great. That might be a surprise to you. Right, yeah. That's all coming up right here on GMA. That's great.
It's the All-Star Pep Rally of the summer. GMA tomorrow morning. Robin Roberts with Caitlin Clark, Nafisa Collier, Brianna Stewart, Kelsey Mitchell, Paige Beckers, and the WNBA All-Stars live in Indy right before the sold-out All-Star game. Tomorrow morning. Just wait till you see the surprises coming at GMA's All-Star Pep Rally.
You going to take the court again?
I'm going to what?
Take the court again?
I'm going to take the court again. Yes, I am.
Courtside seat.
I deserve that, Michael. That's how I'm taking the court. Courtside seats. With 70,000 others who are flocking to Indy to see some of the brightest WNBA stars. They're going to be with us tomorrow morning live. From Indy, we have all the mascots are going to be there. We have live music, and my flight has already been delayed. Hopefully I'm going to get there. Hopefully I'm going to get there. Yeah. I can't believe you shot me like that.
It was a good seat. It was
a good seat. How about our GMA cover story now? Backstage, talk about a good seat. The ESPYs, Will Reed was there. After so many of the best athletes of the planet were honored for their achievements over the past year. Good morning again, Will.
Good morning again, Robin. If the ESPYs are the intersection of sports and entertainment, then backstage is the busiest highway of all the stars buzzing through, making a pit stop at GMA.
At the ESPYs, the red carpet and stage are for the glitz and glamour, the humor, and the heart. But GMA has a backstage pass to go one-on-one with the heroes of the night. Diana Taurasi and Alex Morgan, legends in their respective sports, fittingly honored with the Icon Award.
There you guys go at the end of your amazing careers in your individual sports. You're up there getting this recognition from your peers and your fans. What was it like?
It's almost amazing where we get to do something again in a weird way, in a team way.
Yeah.
Because that's what our careers were built on. Our teammates, our coaches, our families, and to go up there together, to me, I thought that was really cool and special than going up there alone.
The pair taking a moment to give each other their well-deserved flowers.
Alex was always a player that you knew was going to come up clutch. And I would always watch and say, I just want to be like that. I want to be like Alex.
I think being called clutch is pretty awesome. But for Dee, I feel like just the longevity of her career is what's so inspiring. Like the fact that she was on the top for 20 years. 20 years?
Yeah.
20,
I know.
It's like, it's crazy to think about you like grinding every day, gold medal after gold medal, like championship, like all-star, MVP.
The greatest gymnast of all time adding 2 ESPYs to her trophy collection. Simone Biles telling me she prefers the medal stand to the award show spotlight.
What was it like being on stage celebrating all of your success?
Well, first of all, it is so nerve-wracking. It's definitely not like performing. I'd rather do a million beam routines in a row than to be up there and giving a speech.
Fellow Olympian Ilona Maher taking home the award for Best Breakthrough Athlete.
What's been sort of the most unexpected, enjoyable experience you've had since this all started popping off for you?
I don't know. I think what's the best is when girls come up to me and say, like, I've changed them. They look up to me and whatnot. I think that's, like, the reason I do it and why I'm going to keep doing it is that hopefully I'm changing their lives and helping them.
That's a great answer.
Thank you so much.
Sincere.
Thank you.
I was hoping you would say, like, it was just fun to do Dancing with the Stars.
No, that was way too hard.
Tennis star Sloane Stephens stopped by to chat about her inspiring honor as the Muhammad Ali Sports Humanitarian of the Year.
I think obviously the real work is done all behind the scenes, and it's done when nobody knows, nobody's talking about it. It's just being done. And I think for the last 12 years of the Sloane Stephens Foundation, we've just been doing the work, had our heads down, and trying to help as many kids and families as we possibly can. And it's nice to be recognized
organized, but it's even more impactful when you're doing it and nobody knows.
Philly's Jordan Mailata, one of a handful of Super Bowl champion Eagles, accepting the award for best team.
Lombardi Trophy or ESPY for best team, right? They go equal on the mantle?
Yes, it's kind of cool. I guess I'll be interested to see if it goes next to the 2 Lombardi trophies.
Go right in the middle.
And the winners of the Billie Jean King Youth Leadership Award joining me with the namesake of their prize.
Each and every one of them are amazing people, and each and every one of them have done miraculous things already, and they're just getting started.
The trailblazer in the world of women's sports shouting out another one, our very own Robin.
Robin, I wish you were here tonight seeing all this because you're a big part of it. And thank you for being such a great role model for all of us. And I love you very much as a friend.
So much fun back there. My favorite little moment, Sloane Stephens came over to chat about her important award, but then had to run away to go see a musical performance. And then she came back to finish up her chat. It's the ESPYs. It's just everything's moving real fast. It's a whole lot of fun, guys.
Oh, thank you, Will. That was so sweet of Billy.
Very sweet.
I've known her for a long, long time, and she is the GOAT. She is really the GOAT. Hope Will had a great time.
I'm sure he did. Looked like he was running around quite a bit. And now we got our series, 50 States in 50 Weeks, America the Beautiful. And this morning we're gonna run over to Rebecca Jarvis, who's across the Hudson River in New Jersey. Hey, Rebecca.
Hey, Michael. Yeah, it is beautiful here in New Jersey. It's been known as the Garden State since the 1800s, and it's really no wonder. Here at Piney Hollow Farm, the blueberries are delicious. What do the Avengers,
Blueberry,
the Abominable Snowman,
A blueberry?
and Willy Wonka have in common with New Jersey?
It's the most marvelous blueberry pie I've ever tasted.
Blueberries, blueberries, blueberries. With the town of Hamilton dubbed the blueberry capital of the world. From the mouth-watering Penza's pies at the Red Barn.
We come from all over just for this pie.
To the delicious Menino's Cannoli Express.
We are able to provide our customers with not only a smile, but fresh cannoli, lemonade, pies, and much more.
There are even blueberry adult beverages.
My favorite thing about being a part of the blueberry capital world is transforming this great blue fruit into blueberry spirits and liqueurs that are enjoyed all over the great state of New Jersey.
And you can't get the best food without the best ingredients.
Here in Hamilton, we grow the best blueberries, man!
And that's where farms like Skip Measley's Piney Hollow come into play.
I'm here every day.
He runs it with his kids.
My grandfather lived to 92, eating the berries right off the bush, and he was on a tractor until he was 89 years old. So he's got some big shoes to fill.
Special Piney Hollow knot. Get some blueberries, okay? We have customers we know by name. They come every year. I love to see the people come in. I love that they enjoy what we put out.
You getting emotional? He's getting emotional.
For this third-generation family-run farm, the blueberry tradition is a symbol of state pride.
Blueberries in Hamilton really represent love and community, and a lot of people in Hamilton feel that way, a lot of family roots, and that just goes on and on for a great legacy for Hamilton, surrounded by blueberries.
Surrounded by blueberries and sampling so many of them this morning as we have been. Guys, I am here with Skip Measley and his sister Ann, the owners of the farm here, Piney Hollow Farm, and we have a really special thing. I've really enjoyed my morning here with you and your families. It's been such a special time. And you caught someone big's attention. You caught the governor of New Jersey's attention, Phil Murphy. He has declared this proclamation. Take a look at it. He says it's wonderfully fresh blueberries and 85 years of service to agriculture and economic growth in New Jersey. He is recognizing you this morning. Skip, what do you think?
Thank you. Thank you, Governor Murphy. Appreciate your acknowledgement. We'll hope to carry on for many more years.
Oh, yes, you will. I see your family. It's going to stay strong. And that cobbler is phenomenal. I already sampled some, and it's amazing. What's the secret?
It's my mother's recipe, and of course, Piney Hollow blueberries only.
Piney Hollow blueberries. Well, the secret recipe is amazing. We'll be back with more coming up here on GMA, guys.
All right, thank you so much, Rebecca and Sam. Can't get enough of these blueberries.
They are really good.
Big handful over there. We have some snacks here for everybody. It's going to be great as well. Ginger, we're going to save you some.
Sure.
back with deals and steals to beat the heat. This actually works, Tori. Rob and I were debating this or not, but it really works.
It really works. This is the bed jet, and it's
Yeah.
going to send a cooling stream, or if you are a cold sleeper, it will send a warm stream because you got a remote control in your hand that you get to choose. It will also help with sweat drying if that's your issue, and it just brings that cool jet right there. For most people, they use it because they sleep too hot.
I am a hot sleeper. This is a great idea.
This is a lifesaver, a marriage saver, and it's 50% off
Marriage
plus
saver.
free shipping. Okay, something else
Robin,
that's
it
going to
works.
help you sleep better. Now you've given it the Robin's, now she's hooked. Okay, peach skin sheets. They get softer with every wash. They're
Yeah.
already soft to begin with. They keep hot sleepers cool and cool sleepers perfect temperature. We also have their Super Luxe robe right there.
Ooh.
We've got duvet covers. Everything from peach skin sheets is slashed at least in half. Pillowcases starting at $20.
Feels so soft.
Okay, the beast.
All right.
I am obsessed with this
A blending
blender.
beast.
Yes. So, all right, we made a smoothie for you here.
Okay.
This is the sleekest, best-in-class blender. It looks and performs like no other. You can blend, juice, whip, pulse, grind, chop, puree. So, and then it comes with 3 different vessels. So you can make some and take some, or make some and store some, your
Smart.
choice. And you can not only just do smoothies, although that's what we want to do to cool off, but you can do fresh vegetables. You can grind your fresh garlic. You can make
Chop
soups.
things up, put
Chop
in
things
soups.
up. Do anything you want. It looks sleek on your counter.
Right,
So
it's
you're
got
gonna
a
use
sexy
it all
look
the
for the
time.
kitchen.
It does,
Yeah,
baby.
it doesn't look like your grandma's kind of thing.
You got it. And it's slashed in half, 50% off. Grab this one.
All right, all right.
All
What
right.
else?
If you want to beat the heat, how about you stay indoors and enjoy the joy of cleaning? This is safely.
Okay.
So you can imagine, put on your caftan like Kris Jenner. She's the co-founder of this
Imagine
line.
me in a caftan right
Yeah,
now. Thank you, Tori.
That works for me. This is Chris's this sunrise. It's scented after her garden. But what's great about this, products that are safe for you, the planet, your pets. This is their universal cleaner,
Smells nice.
beloved,
It
does
smells
everything. Yes, Sunrise
kinda
is fabulous. We've got everything from Safely, including their brand new that set right in front there.
That's a little
Those are
dirty
their
right there.
essential oil diffusers. You plug it in, you get about 100 days of this unbelievable scent. It uplifts your mood. Everything from Safely is half price today.
My mood is uplifted.
It is.
I can't
Excellent.
tell you why.
Excellent, because you slept coolly, and now you've got nice scent. And now we're going to take Now we're going to take away the dust, allergens, pollens.
Smartest buy for
inside.
anyone in their home.
Yep, we've got 3 different sizes, and you choose the size based on the
look at you,
square
little
footage
guy.
of the room that you want to have this in. So base it on. It's important that you get the square footage right.
Right.
We've got 3 different options. Power fill filtration, all slashed in half from Miko. Great deal.
Okay.
And then finally, protect yourself with the right hats and tops. These are from Solberry. These are phenomenal, Sam. This is all has UPF 50 fabric. So it's that sun protected fabric, but the most incredible materials: linen, cotton. This viscose from bamboo with cotton. The fabrics
I'm no
are
Freddie
fabulous.
Prinze Jr., but I can wear a bucket hat.
I mean, you look good, but the quality of the materials. We've got these gloves because
Yeah.
when you're driving or
This
golf,
is also stylish
Yeah,
too. It doesn't
it's
look
so
goofy. It looks nice.
it looks fabulous. These phenomenal 50% off.
All right, thank you, Tori. Now, we partnered with all these companies on these great deals. You can get them on our website, along with, guys, there are bonus deals there, too. So coming up, our celebration of the 70th anniversary of Disneyland. So it may be the happiest day on the happiest place on Earth. We'll be right back.
We hope you're having a magical morning. Welcome back to GMA. We're going to celebrate a special milestone. This morning marks the official 70th anniversary of the Disneyland opening. Will sat down with the Walt Disney Company CEO, Bob Iger, to talk all about it. He's there at the park. Good morning again, Will.
I sure am, Robin. Good morning again. It is a party in the park. We've got a celebration with all the cast members going on all day long. So much to get into. And in the 70 years of Disneyland and the 100+ years of the Walt Disney Company, few people, if any, have had as much of an impact as Walt Disney and Bob Iger, who is a Walt Disney historian. And he and I sat down to talk about Walt's impact on making this place the happiest place on Earth for 70 years and counting.
With a sprinkle of pixie dust and a wave of Tinkerbell's wand,
Open the Fantasyland Castle!
the story of Disneyland began.
To all who come to this happy place, welcome. Disneyland is your land.
Since the gates opened 70 years ago, generations of visitors have come to experience all the park has to offer.
They don't call it the happiest place on earth for no reason. I think there's a real reason. This just creates memories that people share with one another, and those memories last their lifetime. It's a joyous experience when you come to a place like this.
For the Walt Disney Company CEO Bob Iger, this anniversary is an opportunity to reflect on Walt Disney's vision.
He wanted people to leave their daily frets behind, as he said.
Daily frets.
Daily frets, yes, and come experience the wonder of fantasy and adventure. He had very specific ideas in mind in terms of how people could enjoy this place, and one of those ideas was to be in a place that didn't exist in the real world, and by leaving the real world behind, I think it liberated people really into having experiences like this.
If you had 1 hour in the park entirely to yourself and you had a first-time visitor with you, where would you take them? What would be your Disneyland itinerary?
First of all, I would have to take them to Pirates of the Caribbean. That's my favorite attraction. You have to see the castle. You have to meet Mickey, of course. Just walking down Main Street itself is an experience. You know, walk down Main Street and smell a churro, for instance, or popcorn, very, very important.
How do you balance respecting all the nostalgia and the classic, iconic characters and stories while also plotting a future path?
Well, you used the right word when you said respect. I'm a big believer in respecting the past and understanding the core values of, what created this. But I'm also a big believer, as was Walt, in continuing to innovate and continuing to recognize that the world does not stay the same. There's another world out there somewhere into the future that you also have to step into with your own imagination. He said Disneyland will never be completed as long as there's imagination left in the world. And in fact, Disneyland is not completed. We're building now an Avatar land and bringing Coco here and expanding it in very, very ambitious ways, and that's exactly what he would have done.
Around here, we call our colleagues cast members. What message do you have for the cast members that make this place so special?
They're the ones that are delivering an experience for almost 30 million people here this year alone. And there are 36,000 cast members that work here. So the message from me to all of them would be, thank you. Thank you for creating these memories that last a lifetime.
When you visit this park or any of the destination parks around the world and you interact with cast members and with guests, what do you take away from those interactions?
Well, first of all, I get the chills when I see guests walking down Main Street, looking at the castle for the first time, being able to be greeted by Mickey Mouse, sharing that same moment with children and grandchildren and friends and all kinds of different family members. I literally feel it inside me. Walt, when he opened this park, said something to the tune of that it would, be a source of inspiration to all the world. And when I see that occurring, that's an amazing feeling.
The celebrations are at full volume here this morning at Disneyland as the park is open for cast members having a celebration. Today is the 70th anniversary. It's going to be open all day, of course, and fans and visitors from around the world will be here to take it all in as they do every day of the year. Our thanks to Bob for going deep on Disneyland. It's going to be a great day.
It is. Are you going to get some rest? We're a little bit worried about you, Will. You're working day and night for us.
Happily. I'm in the happiest place on earth. I love my job, and I love Disneyland.
Nicely done, Will. Nicely done.
For 70 years, we've known that anything is possible. The moment we enter our happy place. As long as elephants still fly.
May the bubbles carry your words across the land.
And heroes assemble.
This is how memories are made.
As long as the night shines bright with joy. And hugs warm our hearts.
It's a small roll, right? Yeah.
because we have each other. We have everything that makes this place the happiest.
You're great. You're great. Thanks. We're both princesses. I want to come back.
Join us for the 70th celebration at the happiest place on Earth.
And we are back now with our celebration of 70 years of Disneyland. You just saw the brand new campaign, first here on GMA. It pays tribute to the opening of Disney's first theme park on this very day 7 decades ago. All year, they'll be celebrating what many folks call the happiest place on Earth, showcasing actual park guests and all the memories made at Disneyland.
Going now to our series, Men Uplifting the Next Generation. This morning, we're introducing you to a group of volunteer grandpas bridging the generations by sharing their talents, their experience, and their words of wisdom. Take a look. Everyone deserves a supportive grandfather. And here in Westchester, New York, this group of distinguished gentlemen is showing their community exactly what that looks like.
The whole image of grandpas is that they're old men walking around with a cane or playing checkers, right? So this is something far different.
In 2018, Frank Williams and Jim Eisenberg co-founded Grandpas United in White Plains. The organization aims to bridge the generational divide. Speaking of young people, how have they responded to the grandpas?
I think the young people have responded really well. I think they get excited. It's an intergenerational experience that a lot of young people haven't thought about before.
We meet young people where they are. So we work with all young people of all backgrounds and a lot of underserved, under-resourced young people. And what young people want is for someone to care about them.
Who are these grandpas? How do you recruit them? Where do they come from?
Well, they come from all walks of life. They are retired bankers and engineers and lawyers and doctors and professional people.
More men are looking for a purpose, looking a way to be involved in their community.
Focusing on children without father figures in their lives. One popular program, Grandpas Go to School, connects elementary students with grandpas they can form a long-lasting bond with.
They play games together, they learn how to shake hands, and it's exciting for them.
All right. Kind of become local celebrities. So the kids really look forward to engaging with the grandpas.
The grandpas also provide their parenting expertise for expecting fathers through their Jumpstart for Dads initiative. Ariel Gomez completed the program and just welcomed a baby boy.
You felt comfortable as soon as you started talking to them. And yeah, I mean, from the first class, we became real close.
It's always a pleasure to see him with his, brand new baby. And I know I'm going to watch him grow up. I'm going to watch him grow up because we're going to be there.
And for high school seniors, the grandpas offer scholarships for community service work.
I love the elderly people. They are so adorable and fun, and they always provide wonderful words of wisdom.
You said elderly again.
Students Denison Jose Sanchez and Sid Sawant are the latest recipients and say they've grown attached to their surrogate grandfathers.
I can't even put how lucky I am. I can't put that into words. It's like the fact that Grandpas United is in White Plains. It's such a strong program. They have such a strong foundation.
Listening to guys like Denison and guys like Sid helps me understand another viewpoint that makes me, I think, a better person, as much as I can maybe help them become a better person.
I feel like I've known him forever. He literally feels like my grandpa. Thank you for being such an amazing person, and I hope you know that you're now one of those role models that I will have at the top of my image every time when I, am succeeding and I'm going forward.
Just don't call me elderly.
And as a new grandfather myself, they decided it was my turn to join the club. Hands in. All right. Grandpa United. Yeah! They bring a smile to your face. Grandpas United is run through the local government in White Plains, and the group is hoping that the idea can take root in other towns across the country.
Michael, how does it feel, really, to be made kind of an honorary member of Grandpas United?
We're not going to call him elderly.
I feel elderly, Sam. I feel elderly.
Don't use that word,
It feels good. I'm happy to be a part of the group. I always want to pass along some advice if you can. I prefer to do it as like just pa, not grandpa.
But you really are grandpa. You're really grandpa. Yeah. Proud of it.
But he is not elderly.
I'm not elderly. I can move. I don't require assistance.
I think he wants us to move on. We're going to go to Rebecca Jarvis in New Jersey. Hey, Rebecca.
Hello, I'm loving this grandpa conversation. We got some great grandpas here with us as well in New Jersey as we highlight why this is known as the Garden State. Here's a look at what makes New Jersey so special in 90 seconds. The boss, he's from here. Old Blue Eyes, too. Not to mention Bon Jovi. And the incomparable Meryl Streep.
By all means, move at a glacial pace. You know how that thrills me.
Of course, we're talking about New Jersey.
Hello, party's here.
The state that's played an historic role in both reality TV and actual reality. The famous Washington's Crossing, when George Washington, over the icy waters of the Delaware River, sprung a sneak attack on the British, turning the tide of the Revolutionary War, happening right in Trenton, New Jersey. It's nicknamed the Garden State because of its agricultural roots. And even though it's one of our smallest states, its list of accomplishments can't be dimmed. The first boardwalk, the first organized baseball game, not to mention the first light bulb. Thank you, Thomas Edison. If food's your thing, New Jersey is the place to be. After all, it's home to more classic diners than anywhere else on Earth. So that's New Jersey in a nutshell. Come for the rich history, stay for everything else. Great people, great music, great culture, and great blueberries, you guys. I'm bringing these back to New York for everyone.
Thank you, Rebecca. And we will be back with the stars of I Know What You Did Last Summer.
You're going to love these guys. Back now with some of the cast of the I Know What You Did Last Summer, including one of the stars of the original. I can't believe it was 1997. Freddie Prinze Jr., Jonah Hauer-King is here, and Tyreek Withers is here. I'm not going to make the young jokes yet because they're coming. I Know What You Did Last Summer is, by the way, in theaters, I think, tomorrow.
Yeah, Friday.
So I don't want you to tell me too much, Freddie, about the movie because I want to enjoy it truly as it unfolds. But what is it that brings you back to a movie that was from the 90s, like 97?
Yeah, it was Jennifer Caitlin Robinson, the writer-director. She pitched me an idea of just where she thought these characters were almost 30 years later in their lives and said, if you like that, let me pitch you the rest of the movie.
Yeah.
And so she told me this story about trauma and how the same trauma can hit two people completely differently and it can make or break human beings. And I really started to enjoy what she was saying, and she pitched the rest of the movie, and I honestly signed on before there was a script. I just knew it was going to be good. I told her when I can't spoil anything in this movie, I'm sorry. But when she told me some of the ideas,
are too good to tell, right?
I was just like, yeah, I'm in, we'll make it work, and we made it work.
So we do pick up, like, from the movie, there's a definite connection with the movie.
Absolutely, it's a sequel in that regard, and you see where Julie and Ray are at this point in their lives. And they're not doing well. They've been stalked and hunted quite a lot, so it's affected them.
All right, now, for those of us who remember, Tyreek, you don't. So you weren't even born when the movie came out. How do we get you on board for something like this?
Yeah, I never miss a beat to remind the cast that I was the only one not alive when it came out, so my theatrical experience was in the womb. So, no, but yeah, I just, it was in the bloodline growing up, my mom showed me the movie early on. Yeah. And I think that iconography of having Freddie Prinze Jr. and Sarah McGallagher, Jennifer Love Hewitt, I think it was just like it was in me from the beginning, and so when I got introduced to the script, I was like, absolutely. Before I even went into the audition, I rewatched everything, and so, yeah, happy to be here.
Yeah, no, and it looks fun. It really does look fun. Jonah, I mean, come on, this has got to be, but there's so many secrets. It's got to be fun to do a movie like this, but you can't talk about it much. So how do you keep the secret so it doesn't spoil what the audience see?
Yeah, there's been so much interest, I think, because of that original film. Everyone wants to know who the killer is. Everyone wants to know who's dead. And I just tell everyone a different answer every time. There's confusion in the masses.
A little gaslighting.
Yeah, exactly. And but it's fun because everyone has their theories, and there are a bunch of surprises. It's really fun.
I can't wait. I honestly can't wait to see it. Can I give you just a little bit of credit and shout out for being an amazing Hollywood couple? Your beautiful wife, Sarah Michelle Gellar. Is it true that you guys met on the set of this original movie?
We became really good friends on the first movie back in 1996, 97, whenever it was. She didn't have a license because she was a New Yorker, and so I would drive her to the gym in North Carolina where we filmed the movie, and we were friends for a good 2 years, and then all of a sudden everything kind of changed, yeah.
I remember, again, being a part of that time, I remember when it happened and you were quite the buzzy couple. I mean, it was really exciting to see you guys get together. It was really exciting.
We were just dumb kids that fell in love, man. We were in our 20s, making mistakes left and right, and just kind of found each other, and we already trusted each other because we were friends first, and it just made the relationship really easy, man.
Guys, before we go, do you have like a fun moment that you want to share with anybody about shooting?
Oh, man,
well,
so many.
He took me on as like a tennis partner. Yeah. And so I just let him down every game that we had. But
not good at the paddle tennis.
He's great. I mean, he's a natural born athlete. He has nothing to worry about. We had so much fun. I mean, 2 months in Sydney, it was a tough pitch, obviously, really hard to go out and do that. It was so fun, and the cast are lovely. And they looked after us so well. So
that's nice.
Yeah, it was really nice.
No, this cast is incredible, and Jennifer Caitlin Robinson really does well with finding the perfect actor for the perfect role. And all these actors are so much better than I was when I was their age. I was so impressed by the work they brought to this, and I just can't wait for people to see it.
I can't wait to see it, and I can't wait for everybody to see it. And so you don't have to wait. I Know What You Did Last Summer is in theaters tomorrow.
Tomorrow, it's a live GMA summer concert event you won't want to miss. G-Eazy and Bia kicking off your summer weekend. Tomorrow, only on Good Morning America's Summer Concert Series, sponsored by Massage Envy.
And that concert is tomorrow in Indy.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
You'll be there.
My flight's still delayed, though.
My flight's delayed. We'll see you tomorrow. Robin will be there.